Just picture offering someone $1 billion, and the person says no. That's exactly what happened in 2023, when Chinese EV giant BYD, the world's top-selling electric car maker, approached India with an enormous investment proposal. The plan? Build a $1 billion state-of-the-art electric vehicle factory in India, one of the world's fastest-growing economies, home to 1.4 billion people. You'd think India would be thrilled. The country had spent years courting foreign investors, inviting tech, creating jobs, boosting local manufacturing. And BYD wasn't just any player. It had overtaken Tesla in global EV sales, a powerhouse with deep pockets and a proven track record. But in a stunning move, India said no. The government rejected BYD's proposal outright, without even serious negotiations. The decision shocked analysts, investors, and industry leaders worldwide. Why would India walk away from such a golden opportunity? Was it politics, fear, or something deeper? This wasn't just about one company. It revealed something bigger about India's unpredictable investment stance and kicked off a chain reaction that reshaped regional manufacturing in ways no one saw coming. For years, India positioned itself as the next big global manufacturing hub. The government rolled out incentives, tax breaks, special economic zones, simplified rules to attract giants like Volkswagen, Ford, Honda, Apple, and Samsung. And on the surface, it worked. Factories opened, global brands rushed in, eager to tap India's huge market and low labor costs. BYD was one of those believers. In 2007, it invested $150 million to open operations in Chennai. Over time, it expanded, building electric buses in India through a joint venture. But then, everything changed. In 2020, a deadly border clash between Chinese and Indian troops reignited decades-old tensions. In response, India rewrote its foreign investment rules. Now, any company from a neighboring country, including China, had to pass strict government scrutiny before investing. The rule didn't name China, but everyone knew who it targeted. Overnight, what had been a welcoming environment turned into a geopolitical minefield. Investment decisions were no longer about profits. They were tied to national security, political distrust, and strategic rivalry. This didn't just complicate things for BYD, it sent a message. India might open its doors, but it can just as easily slam them shut. BYD wasn't planning a small plant. They envisioned a full-fledged EV empire in India. The plan, a $1 billion mega factory in Hyderabad, partnered with Indian infrastructure giant Mega, production capacity of 100,000 electric vehicles a year, battery manufacturing, R&D centers, training facilities, and charging station infrastructure across India. This was more than car assembly. It was an ecosystem. A foreign automaker promising to build local supply chains, transfer technology, create jobs, and help India leap ahead in clean mobility. For BYD, this was critical to its global strategy. India's EV market was young but booming, and BYD wanted to dominate by 2030. But the dream never made it off the drawing board. When the proposal hit regulators' desks, it ran into a wall of national security concerns, data privacy fears, and political tension with China. Suddenly, it wasn't about cars or jobs. It was about power and trust. So, despite having the money, the plan, and a local partner, BYD's mega project was quietly shut down. It wasn't the business case that was rejected. It was the company's passport. After slamming the door on BYD's $1 billion investment, India started feeling the fallout. The rejection sent shockwaves through the global business community. Investors started asking, if India can turn down the world's biggest EV maker, what other deals are at risk? The decision made India look unpredictable, a place where policy can flip overnight based on politics. Realizing the damage, India tried to walk it back. In 2024, the government quietly approached BYD with offers, subsidies, fast-track approvals, even a US dollar-based incentive package. Clear sign. India didn't want to lose BYD after all, but it was too late. BYD had moved on, citing strained relations and unstable investment climate as major risks. Why pour billions into a country where the rules and the mood could change any moment? For India, the loss wasn't just one factory. It was a blow to its EV dreams. The country wants to be a global EV hub, but rejecting BYD put that ambition on shaky ground. It also changed how foreign investors view India, less as a reliable partner, more as a calculated risk. Then came the twist. In August 2024, BYD revealed its next move, and it shocked everyone. Instead of scaling back or turning to another big economy, BYD announced it would invest the same $1 billion, but in Karachi, Pakistan. At first glance, the choice seemed odd. Pakistan's industrial base isn't as developed as India's. Its economy faces challenges. But BYD wasn't just picking a location on GDP, it was playing a long strategic game. Karachi sits on the Arabian Sea, home to one of Pakistan's busiest ports. Just a few hundred kilometers away lies Gwadar Port, a key piece of China's Belt and Road Initiative. Beyond that, the Strait of Hormuz, a vital energy and shipping corridor linking the Middle East to Asia and Europe. In other words, Karachi isn't just a factory site, it's a gateway to global markets. From there, BYD can export EVs across the Middle East, North Africa, and even parts of Europe, faster and cheaper. The Karachi location doesn't just look good on a map. It cuts shipping costs and time, giving BYD a faster route to some of the world's most promising EV markets outside the West. But this move wasn't just about ports and logistics. Unlike India, Pakistan offered something BYD valued even more: political stability with China. The two nations share a long-standing alliance. No complicated investment hurdles, no heated border disputes, no undercurrent of mistrust. So while India was focused on protecting itself from perceived threats, Pakistan opened its doors wide. For BYD, this wasn't just a business decision, it was a geopolitical calculation. China and Pakistan often describe their relationship as an all-weather friendship. For decades, they've cooperated in trade, infrastructure, defense, and diplomacy. And in recent years, that bond has deepened thanks to China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive global infrastructure strategy connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe. One of its most critical corridors runs straight through Pakistan, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, featuring highways, railways, ports, and energy projects, many already operational. BYD's factory in Karachi plugs directly into this network, giving it, well, a reliable energy supply, streamlined transport, and direct export routes. While India was busy tightening its rules and scrutinizing Chinese investors, Pakistan was doing the opposite, offering predictability and enthusiastic support. No security panics, no risk of diplomatic blowback. Pakistan may lack India's industrial depth, but it has what investors crave: alignment and stability. Its government actively seeks Chinese investment, and Beijing sees Pakistan as a long-term partner in reshaping the region's economic map. And let's not forget demographics. Pakistan's population of 240 million is the world's fifth largest, creating both a labor force and a growing consumer market for cars, infrastructure, and green energy. On paper, India looks like the ultimate manufacturing hotspot. 1.4 billion people, a booming middle class, and a government eager for investment. But when companies set up shop, the reality can be frustrating. Infrastructure challenges, power outages, congested roads, inefficient ports, moving goods between states can be slow and costly, nothing like the smooth logistics seen in China or even Vietnam. Skill gap. Yes, India has a massive workforce, but technical skills in EV production, electronics, and precision manufacturing remain limited. Foxconn, which assembles iPhones, has reported issues finding trained workers, along with unrest, absenteeism, and quality control problems. Even India's Big Make in India campaign hasn't solved these issues. Many businesses say policy promises run ahead of reality, with red tape and inconsistent rules still slowing progress. BYD likely saw the warning signs. Even if India reversed its rejection, would the company get the efficiency and stability it needed for a billion-dollar bet? In contrast, Pakistan's environment, though less developed, offered something India still struggles to deliver: a smoother, more predictable path forward. At first glance, walking away from India for Pakistan might seem like a step down. India has a bigger economy, more consumers, and a stronger manufacturing base. But beneath those strengths lies a maze of unpredictable policies, weak infrastructure, and rising geopolitical tension with China. BYD wasn't just trying to sell cars. It wanted a secure, long-term base to dominate South Asia and beyond. India's rejection, followed by a half-hearted attempt to reverse it, signaled a lack of stability and trust. Pakistan, on the other hand, offered a government eager to partner, a clear investment path, and strategic geography for exports to the Middle East, Africa, and Europe via deep water ports and Belt and Road links. Even more interesting, other Chinese automakers are watching BYD's move closely. Companies like Great Wall Motors and Changan Auto are reportedly exploring similar expansions into Pakistan. If this trend continues, Pakistan could quietly emerge as a new EV hub, built on geography, diplomacy, and alignment rather than sheer size. This story isn't just about BYD. It's about how companies in a tense geopolitical climate choose trust, predictability, and strategic advantage over raw market size. And it raises a big question for India. If it wants to lead in the industries of the future, will it need to rethink how it handles opportunity before it slips away again? What do you think? Did BYD make the right move by picking Pakistan over India? Would you have chosen India's potential or Pakistan's predictability? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this story insightful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the power shifts shaping our world.